Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
60 outlaw. Hey, Orbit. Pick it up, D.
On first down, Patterson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So second and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Looking to throw on second down. Patterson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it. It's Mack. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw here. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. They'll set up to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, Patterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because Number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go! 18 Gators. Pilot, 64. Reach. Under crush. Now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Lewis here on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go on.
To throw on second down. Patterson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, look at the juke. He's got the first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and goal from the 1.
Check 52. Go. Check 31.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now, it's Mack. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They're going to look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, echo. Hard. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the safety creep. Go.
Back to throw. Patterson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A gain of 37. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now arguably the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Patterson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Switch. Set it. Bam. Check it out, read. Slam. Get it.
2nd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Patterson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready up. Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's got some space here. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go.
He'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Patterson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Denver.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. He's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Look at me, zipper.
2nd and 3. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Protein spill. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Get it.
On second down, it's Lewis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Looking to throw. Patterson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Bernard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Squeeze.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give, running right is Mack. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Colts on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He completes this one to Mack. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, foxtrot. 5.
Here's the 2nd and 7. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Back to throw. Patterson. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Here we go again. Bang, 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 bang. Go out. Ready, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Patterson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Come on,
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Check 43. Shit.
This is the fullback, Janovich. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They run it with Janovich, the fullback. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Denver, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home